Hello everybody! I have recorded this video to describe the process I've gone through this project that took me about 2 months to complete. It started with the download and printing of a set of files from Thinkiverse. I haven't created those files, they belong to Dragnac73, to whom I am very thankful. And you will find the links in the description of this video. After downloading the files, I have to print them all one at a time every night for each room. That was 28 days for the rooms and 14 for the corridors, plus a few days more because of errors and also extra pieces I printed for something you'll see about the end of the video. As an additional feature, I wanted to prepare a magnetized board to make the rooms and the corridor to stick to the table, but also to allow me to rearrange the dungeon for custom games. For that, I bought a table in IKEA. Actually, I bought 3 of them, and my plan is to be able to use them together for some games that require a bigger table than the one I have. For example, Kingdom Death Monster or Armada, or if someday I want to make a super dungeon. For the time being, I have only prepared the first table. For this, I bought some metallic sheet that can be pasted to it. Unfortunately, I didn't receive these sheets very well cut, so I had to do some adjustments and fix them to make them fit correctly. Once I had all the surface covered, I also add some of this material to one side of the table. My plan is to magnetize the other 2 tables' sides in order to make them to stick together. The next phase was painting all the pieces I printed. I usually painted 2 rooms per day and about 4 hours of last Saturday to paint the corridors in one go. Depending on the room, I followed a process or another, but in general, the process was as follows. First, I base coated using the airbrush, because it's fastest, and after that I applied also with the airbrush some layers. I continued dye brushing the pieces with some highlights, and then in some cases I prepared some dirty effect using a mix of Lamian Medium, Noon Oil and Agrax Earthshade. Next, I painted the details such as bones or stones with a detail brush, and I finished using the airbrush to varnish the pieces with a mix of matte varnish and airbrush thinner. The Heroquest board is great, but there is something I wanted to add, which is something that other games, for example Advanced Heroquest, have. I'm talking about the line of sight. I want to play Heroquest adding the rooms and corridors whenever the heroes go through them. To achieve this, I printed a small version of the corridor tiles to have a pool of different sizes that allow me to readjust the floor depending on the player's movements. Also, my plan is to use these tiles in other games, for example in my D&D games. For that, I will magnetize my D&D tiles, so I will be able to combine those with other from different games to create all kind of dungeons. So this is it. It's been a couple of months of work, but I am really satisfied with the results. I hope you enjoy the video and that it helps you in case you want to try something similar. Thanks for watching and keep rolling the die. Bye now!